when you're ready. And I'll start the timer.
Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, there's no intro in this game, so it starts off pretty quickly. You just go right into the level that you're in. The thing about the Ape Escape games is that they start off a little bit slow because you don't get your hoop until a little bit later on. But this game actually is the best because you only have to wait about 3 minutes for the hoop, whereas 3, it's about double the time. I also do that diving a lot before I get the hoop because it's just a little bit faster than walking. Once you get the hoop, you don't really use it that much, but you still do use it. But yeah, that's essentially all it is for the first like 3-ish minutes. The first 3 levels. They're very short. There's all of these gadgets, but thankfully in this one and the third one, which are the 2 that I'm doing, you can just skip like the tutorial type things where it just brings you to like a training room where it tells you what the gadgets are, so that's a good thing. Although one has like actual strats for the gadget room, it's pretty cool. And one thing that I do, like when I catch every single monkey, this game you'll notice it because you can do it right away, is that I switch to another gadget immediately and it cancels out like the animation of pretty much swinging the net farther, and then you can gain control again. It's not... Oh, whoops. I had that alarm. The third one is a little bit different, but it's still about the same concept. You just can't do it immediately, you kind of have to wait until, like, a little bit, but I'll explain that then. Also, thankfully there's not very much swimming in this game, because swimming is really slow. And also, this guy. Where'd he just go? There you go. Also, Japanese in this game, I can't really show you yet because I don't have any other gadgets besides these 2. Wow, this guy. So, one of the reasons that Japanese is run, because for whatever reason, the monkeys in this game, they're like a lot less alert than in the other 2 versions, so that helps you a little bit, but the main reason why Japanese is used is because, for whatever reason, the fast swapping gadgets, they only put that in the Japanese version and not in any other version, so you have to change gadgets a lot. So basically, if I didn't have that, the first time you have to do it no matter what because you need a gadget on the button in order to do it. So right at the beginning of this level, I just went in there on accident, which is really dumb, but still. Yeah, it wastes a lot of time. So you can see right when I get into this level, which is not the right... Wow. This game. Alright. Won't do that anymore. But I have to, like, go into the menu, basically, and, like, manually put my gadgets on where I need to go. So, I would have to do that for every single time if I was using another version. And thankfully I don't have to because it's very slow and it wastes a bunch of time. So since I need a since I need something on a face button in order to do the fast swap, I just put the radar on there, even though I don't need it, because I know where all the monkeys are for any percent. It basically just tells you where monkeys are. Tells you, like, you're getting closer to a monkey. So I put it there just so I can, like, switch it out later. So that was a boost jump, which that's actually in the third one too, but it's a little bit different. You basically just... you swing the net and then immediately switch to another gadget, and it like cancels out the swing. And for whatever reason, you get a little bit more height. And this guy is way over here. And you can get up to little areas where you're not supposed to get up to, but the glitch of this game lets you get infinite height, so you don't really use it that often. But you need the slingshot, and I don't have that yet. So you do some boost jumps. Hold on. You have to be really fast, because you need to hit the blue monkey really fast, or else he starts like that, like he wastes your time, so that's why I didn't really want to talk. See, he just wasted my time. That actually was a really good recovery because he went the direction that I wanted him to. Okay, but he didn't right now. But yeah, Blue Monkey is like the only boss that is just dumb sometimes. But that's not even really that big of a time loss. Alright, so the next level has a pretty cool skip, which, basically, what happens is, if you, like, stop holding a direction when you jump with the hoop, you get, like, a longer jump than you're supposed to. Oh wait, that's not this level, that's the next one, but still, I'll explain a little bit of it anyways. And you can cross a huge gap, which you're not really supposed to. And it makes the level, like, a minute or so faster. So you pretty much have to learn it, like, right off the start. Love playing this game. Are those little... Alright, you can do double catches like that a lot throughout this game, so you'll see that. There's a few of them. And I might be able to do a triple catch, but it's very unlikely because it's hard. But you can do a triple catch. I missed that. Sometimes if you did what I just did there, you can just catch the monkey immediately, which is really cool, but for some reason it just doesn't work very well. So this is the level that I was talking about. Makes it a lot easier. Which it looks kind of annoying, but once you get it down, it's not that bad. I hate these guys that are in the little areas, because it's like kind of hard to see where they actually are. good. That actually went pretty good. Oh, it's a bad. Oh, that one made it. But basically what I do is... Hibichi, why did you do that? He screwed me over. I would have made it. Alright, there you go. You basically jump against that, like, wall, so you gain even more speed, and then you do long jump, and it lets you get across that giant gap to where you don't have to... The alternate, if you don't do that, you have to go through this, like, giant tunnel with this really slow walking robot that I'm on right now. So... it saves a lot of time. And the only other monkey that's available to me right now is at the end of that giant tunnel. So it seems like that monkey was really a waste of time, but the only other available one is just ages away, and so you kind of have to do that fight right there. But that's the only level where you kind of have to go out of your way for a monkey, as there's none available to you that are in an area that make any sense to get. So this is the slingshot, which you use to do air walking, which is cool. You'll see it like kind of towards the end of this level. It's a really cool trick. It's pretty easy to do too. So I grabbed these explosives because I need them for bosses. There's areas that are guaranteed explosive pellets that I'll get throughout the run just so I can use them on bosses and make it easier. Especially Spectre. If I don't have 3 of them for Spectre, it makes that fight like minutes longer. Which is the last boss. So since they respawn when you go into another room, I get it again. There you go. You basically can do that forever because you just like this guy. Okay, cool. Alright, I have no idea where the guy on the tightrope is, so I'm just gonna do this. Because if I don't do that fast, he moves, because he's supposed to be on the left edge, but if that guy sees you, he's really hard to catch. So if I don't do that room perfectly, I basically just do that, because I don't want to deal with that tightrope monkey that's up above me that you couldn't see. It's the worst thing ever.
Cosmic Vidal find timed out from the server.
So this is where I have to actually start switching gadgets, and it would take forever. The thing that I do right there. Get out of here. There you go. Sometimes those monkeys don't they don't want to like be nice, and they won't go. Oh, there he is. The good thing about those ninja monkeys is that when you hit them with the hoop, they like stay stunned for a ridiculous amount of time. So once you hit them, they're like a guaranteed free catch. Not that any other monkey isn't a guaranteed free catch, because in this game, if you hit them with the hoop, they're like, they get stunned forever.
After and disconnected from your channel speed stuff live from the server.
Alright, good. I got away from the bomb. It's annoying when those guys throw a bomb at you. Alright. Oops. Missed it, but you can long jump to that edge, but it's really hard. I tend to not do it very often just because I'm not great at it. But I mean, just airwalking above it doesn't take much time, so it's no big deal if you fail it. Pretty much all the bosses after... I'm just bad at Blue Monkey, so that's why he didn't go as planned. But pretty much all the bosses are like free after that for me. They're very easy. So hitting yellow with the explosives, with 3 explosives, basically makes it so I don't have to hit him one more time. There's one less time that I hit him, so since the explosives are like basically free to get, there's no reason not to like go a little bit out of your way to save an extra cycle, which takes a long time. Because he'd do this attack again, and that wastes a bunch of time. So, he's the only one that you don't actually catch until later. So you go away without any monkey caught. But you'll see why later. It's not until the end. So this level is really dumb. Hopefully I can do the ending well, because it's weird. It can give you some trouble, but I mean it won't give you enough trouble to where it's really bad, but I mean doing it perfectly is hard. Oh wow, that guy shot me way late. Usually he shoots me like right away. Well, I wasn't expecting him to turn around. Okay, so I have to book it to the top up here. This guy. Okay, good. That didn't go too bad. That's like, sometimes those monkeys can just like not be in the same area, and you just have to chase them forever. But I haven't had that happen to me in a really long time, which is good. This level, cool. The thing about the Skyflyer, which gets you height, is you barely ever use that in the game. You use it like twice, I think. And that's because you have airwalking and you don't really need the Sky Flyer, because it only gives you a limited amount of flight. So you don't need the Sky Flyer basically ever. You need it to do one, like, skip to get into the last boss, and then you need it for one little area in a level that's, like, a little bit from now. And that's the only thing you need it for. Oh wait, no, you do one more skip in another level. So you need it for 2 skips, which you barely use it at all during those skips. It's just like a weird little thing. Let's see. Right, this monkey... That's what I didn't want to happen. Stupid phone getting in my way. Right. Oh, that bomb. But yeah, you barely ever use it, is what I'm pretty much saying. Alright, this level is nice and easy. There's not a whole lot to it. You get this gadget, which... I don't know why they even put this thing in the game, because you use it to get very specific monkeys, and there's only like... I don't know how many of them exactly, but there's definitely under 10 in the whole entire game. So they give you this gadget basically just to catch like 10 monkeys or so, and that's the only use it has. You can double catch those guys, but for some reason... Please. There you go. So those monkeys that are in the huts like that, those are the only use that that Bananarang has. Oh, I just barely got that. If you don't catch him before he gets in there, it's really dumb. But it's very easy, and I don't know why I barely, or I almost missed that. Because then you have to kill his little UFO. Alright, so this is Pink Monkey. She's not as bad as the Pink Monkey in 3, so whereas she's RNG, but you don't get completely screwed over by RNG like you can in 3. She can just like waste a little bit of time because of RNG. There you go. Sometimes she just dodges your attacks like so hard and it's weird. Like she just did. It's like I don't know. Sometimes she's just a pro at dodging, and then other times she just like stands there and lets you hit her. Alright, Alright, so the bombs are the worst thing that can happen. I stand in the corner, well, it's the second worst, but since I stand in the corner, you can't get the worst, the absolute worst, the worst thing that can happen, which is lightning. Lightning is so much time wasted. But bombs are basically the worst because I can't stand, or because I'm standing in the corner and preventing the worst from happening. Which triple bombs is very common. So getting the worst possible RNG is very common on Pink. Oh good, she gave me something that's not bombs. So pretty much anything. Anything that's not bombs is good. Beach balls, actually. Beach balls is the second worst, but you pretty much want either dolphins, or jacks. You want a one giant jack, a dolphin, and then beach balls. It's at least better than bombs, but it's, you know, in between. Alright, so this beginning. Nice. This guy. So I didn't catch all of those, obviously, but I have to come back around anyways, so I catch them when I come back around. But you want to catch all of them, or as much as you can the first time. So yeah, right after this room I come back around to that area so I can catch all the monkeys that I missed. So what you want to do is catch all of them, but it's actually really hard to catch all of them at once without them spreading out to where it would be not worth it to chase them. Oh, nice. That guy either goes good, or... which that was good, or he just screws you over. He's really a hit or miss. Alright, this is actually a really good enter the monkey. Especially because that one boxing glove monkey on top of the pillar. That guy is a big time waster if you don't catch him like I did. So he just like dashes at you. It's really annoying because he knocks you down a lot. But yeah, boxing glove, the ones with the boxing gloves on them are generally the worst. The second monkey I catch in this level are the worst. This one isn't because I can hit him before he starts shooting missiles, but you can see the next two, which are in this room, are much more annoying. Oh wait, what? Why did I stop? Wow, I've never actually had that happen before. Okay. That's a first. Alright, these ones can be way more annoying. Alright, good. That actually went perfectly. See, they can do that. But yeah, those things are real annoying. The missile monkeys. Alright, I definitely missed this cycle. Yeah, I definitely did. Wow, I missed two. So there's no really optimal way. The only other option you have is to air crawl this, and it's way slower. So you kind of have to use the really slow platforms. So there's a monkey in that room over there, but you have to in a giant like. Oh, thank God, I didn't fall off. And he takes forever, so you just skip him. So this is where that one other place is. One of the like three spots actually in the whole run where you use the Skyfire. I have no idea why that works. Oh nice, and I got the cool. But you can clip in like that for some reason, and that's basically how you do the one on the last boss too. It's a similar thing. Yeah, but for whatever reason when you do that it just clips you through, and then you can just get that monkey right away instead of having to go to the top. And then this is the other level where you use the Skyfire once. It doesn't have much use for it. But there is a gadget that you get in a few levels that you don't use at all throughout the whole entire game. And I'll tell you that once I get to it, because it's pretty soon. Nice, I almost missed that platform. So yeah, this is where you use it. And now the Skyflyer is pretty much retired until the last boss to do one very short clip. And then it's done. Wait. Please. So you kill yourself to get back to where you need to go. But you can't really go anywhere from there because you're supposed to do that. And it did, like, I pretty much did that whole area backwards. Please, right, there you go. I'm just gonna get this. Because it's right there anyways. So yeah, you basically do like this whole area, this whole level, not in the order that's intended because of airwalking. What is the stairs doing? What are the stairs doing? It's kind of weird. But you just fall into where you need to go. Which is cool. Yeah, you don't do anything correctly in that level. That's probably the most, like, backwards level you do that gets broken because of airwalking. Almost every single area you do backwards. Alright, White Monkey is pretty weird. But you have this one little trick in order to make him faster. Which, watch, you can do this. You can just hit his back when he does that with every single move. So you don't have to do any of his attacks. You can just skip them basically. Oh shit. Okay, good. That's the worst attack to miss, because it takes forever. He runs around so hard, and it's such a time waster if you miss the quick hit when he gets the hoop. So for whatever reason, you can't catch him right away. So I just spam there crouched hitting it because it's faster than doing it standing up. I want to say it's this level. This is the level where you get the gadget that you don't use throughout the whole entire run because it's pretty terrible. It's basically this little water cannon thing, and all it does is put out some fires, but the only fires that you ever need to do that for, you can just damage boost through. So... that is the worst double catch to miss, because if you miss that, that monkey runs and jumps off the edge, and then you have to swim all the way around, and swimming is very slow in this game. Oh, and I have full health too, which is the best thing too, because I have to do a lot of damage boosting in this level, which is the only one where you do a lot of damage boosting. Cool. So having full health entering this level is really good. Ooh, that guy is in the best position. That guy can surely... I always forget. The strats. I didn't even mean to do that like that. This is, like, a really good Pirate Isle. So this thing you can kind of just cheese. And he doesn't do anything, which is really weird. So I grabbed some more explosives because I need them. I need 6 for the rest of the game, and I have 6. And that was like a really, really good Pirate Isle, actually. Surprised that that went that good. But, because if you don't have full health entering that level, all the damage boosting you have to do can make it so you kind of mess yourself up. And then you have to do like really slow strats. Okay, there's one monkey in this level at the beginning that if you don't catch right away is super annoying, but other than that, it's not that bad. This guy. See what I mean? Alright, good. He actually didn't screw me that hard. Which is nice. I've had way more trouble than that with that guy in the past. Like, he'll knock you off the edge. Oh, I missed him. Okay, still pretty good. Because this guy went right where I was going anyways. Okay. No. That is why you don't want to get seen by that guy. Crap. Alright, well this is a pretty bad section, but... the ending's easy. Cool. I haven't gotten that double catch in a long time. That was a good ending, just a bad middle. Because that guy hit me off. But yeah, that's why you don't really want to get seen by that guy, because most likely if you get hit by the missiles, it'll just be able to fall off, and then you have to airwalk up there again. This is another level. There's one monkey that's annoying. Okay, you want to go behind that monkey because immediately when he sees you, he shoots you. Which means you fall off the dinosaur. And then you have to get back up there. So this monkey right over here. Is the only annoying one. And even then he's not that bad. He can just do what he did to me there. Wow. I don't think I've ever done that, but... That's alright, because it's not that big of a time waste. Sometimes you can triple catch those monkeys, but it's very rare. Well, these piranhas are dumb, but that was a really good area. Just gonna grab that. There you go. Okay, now for Red Monkey, which is... I'm coming towards the end of it. It's Red Monkey, one level, a very short level, giant yellow, and then last boss. I almost shot him with a regular, which would have been stupid. So again, shooting him with the explosives just basically eliminates a cycle. You just shoot him with 3 explosives. Shoot him with 3 explosives and then hit him with the club, and then he's dead. You'd have to, if you hit him only with the club, it's like 1 or 2 more cycles that you'd have to do. So Red is very free in this game. He's just... He just does the same thing every time. Red in the next game is a little different, way different, but he's not free. Okay, so this is like, I like this level a lot, but it can mess you up real hard. It's kinda long, but it's still a cool level, either way. Why did I do that, dude? This is the second time I've done that this round, which is really dumb. Go into the training thing, which for some reason I was hitting X instead of triangle to cancel out of it. Now I have to remember not go all the way to the end. There you go. So there's one like RNG thing at the end, which if I get it, it saves a little bit of time. If I don't, it's really no big deal. Wow, the bombs today. So most likely, I'm actually gonna wait for this guy to turn around. Okay. That guy can really mess you up if he sees you. So since he was so close to turning around, I just waited. Damn, dude, these bombs. I'll probably get hit by one of these missiles. Wow, I didn't get hit by either of them. That doesn't happen very often. No, I didn't get the window monkey. Sometimes, that guy is right near the window, and you can catch him through the window. But it doesn't really happen very often. So I don't want to use the boat there because the boat has the worst controls in the world, and yeah, I'll just screw it up most likely because the boat controls are so bad. Most of the vehicles in this game have god-awful controls. So you want to avoid vehicles as much as possible in pretty much all the Ape Escape games. Alright, so this is a cool, like, death manipulation thing over here. To skip this giant tank part, you have to do a very long airwalk first. Alright, so whatever reason, you need to be hooping off the edge to do this. And you kind of just kill yourself, and then it brings you towards the end. Because that part isn't solid. Okay, I missed him. No big deal though. gonna grab this health because I want health for Spectre. So is this guy not coming down? Oh, there he is. Okay. So basically that last guy that I caught, if I got the Window Monkey, I wouldn't have to deal with him. So, yeah. That's all the Window Monkey does. It's no big deal if you miss him, so this is a very short level. You basically, it's a level where you don't have to catch any monkeys, so basically all I do is skip to the end, and it's like a minute long, so... Yeah, you don't need to catch any more monkeys. If you notice on the bottom right hand corner, it just says Spectre, the last boss, that you need to catch, so you don't need to catch any more. For any percent anyways. So you just skip to the end. So I do this, get to the end, go out of here, and then the level's over. So now the only thing I have left is this boss, which is kind of boring, and Spectre, which isn't the most exciting thing, but Spectre's way more exciting than Giant Yellow. So what I don't want him to do is chop me. That's the worst attack you can get, so hopefully he doesn't do that. All the other ones are relatively the same to where it doesn't... Alright, this is like the second best. The best attack you can do is when he slaps his hand. That's the quickest. And chopping wastes the most time. So that's fast. That one is a hit or miss, because sometimes he can drop them in the same area like he just did, and it's fast. And then other times he drops the pigs and they're all spread out, and then it wastes time. More time than other times. So... as long as he doesn't give me the chop. Like, those were good pigs. Only one more, and he does 2 attacks on the last one. This is the chop. So, you want to take damage, because it ends it early if you take damage. If not, if you don't take damage, it takes forever, that attack. So one chop is not that bad. And sometimes it's annoyingly hard to actually take damage on that. So it can waste so much time, the chop, if you don't take damage right away. Because he randomly does it. After the first one, if you miss the first one, he'll just like cycle through his hand and then just randomly chop. So you kinda have to get lucky and get hit if you miss the first one. Okay, so here's the last boss. There's actually a level before the last boss, but you basically skip the whole entire thing and just go straight to Spectre. Alright, so I purposely did a bad airwalk because you don't want to go too high, because then you have to waste more time falling down. So yeah, that's why that's the only time where you purposely do a bad airwalk. Because you have to go. No, it didn't work. Alright, there you go. I don't know why that works, but it just does. I don't question it. It's a very easy clip to do. And I have like full health, which is nice. So Spectre in this game gives you some RNG, but not like... If you're really close to a PB, Spectre RNG can kill it. But it's not that bad. So for whatever reason, if you do this, that attack doesn't hit you. So he's two phases. He has this phase and then the next phase, and I use my explosives on the next phase because you don't want it. You want that phase to be as short as possible. This one, it doesn't make a difference if you use the explosives or not. It's the same. It's the same amount of hits. But the next phase, if you use explosives, you skip. I was not paying attention because I was talking, but I almost got hit. You skip the second part of his last phase, where basically all he does is make the stage shorter, and then you have to fight him again, doing the same thing. So you skip him. Oops, you skip him making the stage shorter, and that's basically it. So what I want him to do is grab me because it's way shorter than if I... Which he didn't do. If he does that, he gives you punches, which waste time. You want the least amount of punches as possible. Alright, so I'm going to do this a little bit baby strats, but I don't really feel like dying on Spectre, because dying on Spectre means you waste your explosives, and wasting your explosives means you have to go into the second phase, and you waste a bunch of time. But the other strat that you do is you just stand right next to him, and then you can hit him right away, basically. And he gave me another punch. Whenever he beats on his chest, it's a punch. You'll see when it's a grab. Oh. So 2 more hits and then the game's over. Alright, this is a grab. Oh, he actually got me. You don't want to get hit, but even if he does hit you, it's still faster than a punch. Okay, 1 more hit. Punches. All punches is actually kind of common. It's not as common as all bombs on Pink Monkey, but it's still pretty common. All punches. The first like 3 runs I ever did, I never saw a crab. Nice. Good thing he's dead. Right on this hit. And over. Okay, so I went a little bit longer than I thought. So I'm just gonna get right into Ape Escape 3. I just have to switch games.